Hi everybody, Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at this Woody's Roundup Classic 2-pack made by Mattel. And we got two figures here, Woody and Stinky Pete. Before we take a look at the figures themselves, we're going to be taking a look at his packaging. Um, there was also another part to this package. It had like a desert card attached to it. I just cut that off a while ago because I wanted to use this box for custom mods to mod my Stinky Pete. But taking a look at the box that we have here, it looks very similar to what we see for the Prospector's box in Toy Story 2. We've got a Woody's Roundup logo right there. And right here in the movie, it just said Stinky Pete the Prospector. It didn't have any of this multi-language stuff right there. The side of the box, though, looks very similar to the movie. The back of the box, however, is not. This picture wasn't there in the movie, neither was this or this read-up. It just had a picture of him right there. But I guess since they never made a Toy Story collection Stinky Pete, this is the closest we're going to get to that. Of course, there are amazing customs out there. But this one was actually made by Mattel. And what we're going to do is take a look at the figures. Now, we've seen this Woody so many times, released in multiple different sets by Mattel. Of course, I mainly bought this set because of the Stinky Pete it comes with. But this Woody, his hat is removable. His head can fully rotate. He's got lots of articulation in his waist, elbows, his hands. Legs can kick outward. They bend at the knees. They swivel at the knees. And this figure has been released so many times. You can find them at Walmart or Target, wherever, pretty easily. And he's really cheap also. But let's take a look at the Prospector. Now, I really like this. I really like the face sculpt they used on this. I feel like this isn't movie size, but this is actually very reminiscent to the movie. His pickaxe has a little bit of detail on it. That's really cool. It can fit in his hand pretty easily. And I really like what they did with his face sculpt right here. I like the way they made his hat non-removable. But it's plastic, and in the movie it's stitching, which, like I said, even though he's not film accurate, I really do like his face sculpt. His head can only move that far. Oh, it could rotate full 360. I also really like, if you look at his tooth, you can see his brown tooth right there. So that's really interesting. He has pretty much the same articulation as Woody right there, except his waist doesn't move. But he has elbow articulation, hand articulation, and feet articulation. You can move them outward that far, inward that far. So that's really cool. If you look at the back of him, of course he has a sculpted pull string. It doesn't talk or anything because it's just a plastic figure. But I actually really like this. I feel like this is somewhat accurate to the movie, and I'm just so happy we got this guy in figure form. We haven't seen him since like the Toy Story 2 line of figures, and there's been very few merchandising made of him. So what we're going to do is put his pickaxe back in his hand like that. And these two are really great to pose together. Now, of course, if you have these two guys, you got to complete your Woody's Roundup collection and get the Jesse and Bullseye. But another thing I wanted to do for comparisons is because this was made by Mattel, this came out a few years ago. Um, Here we have the Toy Story 3 deluxe ham figure, which came out in 2009, just to see how these scale with each other. And of course, none of these are movie accurate size, but these are, however, really cool action figures. So I feel like they kind of go well together. If you're collecting Toy Story figures, since these were all made by Mattel, I believe these came out around 2018, 2019, and this came from way back in 2009. So it's a really interesting comparison to do. But if you haven't picked this guy up already, I would recommend picking him up. I would buy this set just for the Stinky Pete, though, because this Woody here has been released multiple different times over the years, and he's still being produced to date. So, yeah, this has been my review of the Toy Story Woody's Roundup pack, Woody and Stinky Pete. If you like this review, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Turn on that notification for when I post future videos, and once we reach 500 subscribers on this channel, I will be doing a Toy Story collection review. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.